If loving God is a non-negotiable, can you still learn astrology and human design without the shame? Yes, absolutely. Here is how I know. This is by far the number one thing that I get when I'm having conversations with people who are interested in my light-filled astrology or light-filled human design certification programs. It is one thing to receive a session, to go through a program, to be able to understand things for yourself. And it is quite another when you are embarking on having yourself be the expert and making it a part of your life, your business, the way that you approach things and you truly help people. All of a sudden, now you have all of these fears and concerns around what will they think of me? What will my church think? What will my family think? How will I explain this to them? How am I going to handle the inevitable confrontation that's going to come when they see that I am now doing this thing? I get it. I had to work through my own stuff too. I was raised a very conservative Christian, and I still am a very conservative Christian, and I deeply value my relationship with my great and powerful God, and that is the core and the center of everything in my life. So nobody was more surprised than me when God told me that one of the things that I'm here to do is to teach astrology and human design in a light-filled way, meaning that it is filled with light, that God is at the very center of it, and that it does not compromise that relationship, because you are not worshiping creation. You are still worshiping the Creator, but you are acknowledging that He has placed the stars in the heavens for signs, like the Bible tells us, and that this is another way that we can receive a witness of our divinity and our soul map of what it is that we are here to do, the things that we came with that are incredible and easy and just flow, and the places where life gets crunchy and hard. This is beautiful, this is aligned, and it is good. But there's a lot of judgment because there is a lot of church culture, shaming, that's not scientific, academia does not see this as valuable. All of that are playing into what's going on in your mind when you're considering having a certification in human design or having a certification in astrology. For me, what I found is that it came down to self-judgment above all else. I still hadn't made peace with being an astrologer when God first asked me to do this. I had a lot of wrestle. I did not know how to explain to people, I'm an astrologer. I come from a very academic family in addition to being very conservative Christian. And they are still extremely academic driven, very intellectual, very scientific, very left-brained. And here God was calling me on a path of intuition and beauty and symbolism and femininity and guiding people to understand how beautifully and wonderfully made that they are. There's probably something in you that already knows all of this, but I want to speak to the part of you that is nervous and scared about how to tell other people about what it is that you're doing. Because this does not need to be a confrontation. When you have the clarity within yourself, when you have that stillness, when you have that knowing, then it just becomes part of the flow of conversation when it is asked for, and when it's not, it's okay. To the person that is only mildly curious or really doesn't understand and has no true desire to know, I explain to them that I teach people about emotions, or that I work with really powerful personality systems that help people to know themselves more effectively. And if they're not really that interested, that's where the conversation ends. And yes, I definitely have people in my life that harshly judge me, but from my perspective, that is a character defect of theirs, that they do not have the willingness to be curious and be open-minded, and that's okay. I don't need to judge them, but I do understand them. And funny enough, I can see it in their charts. But is that a conversation I'm having with them? Absolutely not. Not until they're ready. So ultimately, if there is a fear within you, if there is a strong resistance and there's something going on where you are feeling like, I just don't think that I can do this because I don't know how to tell other people that I'm doing it, you are not alone. So many people are feeling this exact same way because there are so many layers of self-judgment around this. And ultimately, that's what this is about. Everything is about you and nothing is about you. And when you get those two things set right, the whole world makes sense. And if you cross those wires, life is miserable. If you're interested in doing one of these certifications, but you're wrestling with this very thing, please book a call with me. I would love to chat with you about it. We can sort through it. We can see, is this really the only barrier that you have to being able to pursue this beautiful inspiration that you're getting to be able to help people in a truly meaningful way? Send me a message or drop a comment below and let's connect.